I guess Tyr was hesitant to fight the Commandant after all. Yeah, well, he is her only living family after all. I'd be more surprised if she didn't hesitate. I don't think I can ever fight family. Yeah, that must have been really tough for Tyr. A tough decision for Tyr. As if the strain on her body from the passage rings wasn't enough, the strain on her heart must be terrible. I wish we didn't have to force such pain on her. We can't afford to stop, for the sake of everyone on Aldrich. Luke. Let's go to Mount Rainiel. We'll take care of the god generals there. Did we ever get a new music disc? I feel like we got a new music disc. Master, what are we gonna do with this Cheegle? Oh yeah, we can't take it back to the forest. It's in the cliff off now. What's up? We picked this Cheegle up, but we can't take him with us. Ah, well heck, I'll take care of him at my place for a while. Great, thank you. That was easy. I think I got a disc that I wasn't able to investigate before. For the music box, so we'll go check that while we're in Sheridan. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Annual play? It was Noble Thief. Maybe Requiem too. How do you do this again? Yeah, like this. Oh, this is the Dark Wings theme. That's neat. What's Requiem again? We heard this one. I remember it. No, I didn't want to listen to another song. Goodbye. Yeah, Noble Thief. That's the Dark Wings theme. Most definitely. Van's plan may seem crazy at first glance, but in fact, it's remarkably well thought out. Destroying Lorelei and the Seventh Phonon to prevent replicas from disintegrating, and the score from being read? It really is unbelievable. Unbelievable perhaps, but it seems like he intends to go through with it. Ash would never cooperate with Van. Van might be able to use Ash's power even without his cooperation. I stumbled there. Just as he did with Luke. But, in any case, our top priority is to lower the Other Land safely. Besides, now we know where Van is. Jade's right. Before we head to the absorption gate to stop him, we have to work the passage ring at Mount Rainiel. Yeah, very well. Yup, just those two things and Act 2 is done, definitely. Like, guaranteed. I do think I see what they're doing with Van, because we've never fought Van and been able to win. People like talk about villains like, oh, do you want a villain to like appear a lot during the story? Because I can see it being annoying if you make your main villain appear too much in the game and it gets annoying. But I do think we could have had at least like one more fight with Van where like we tried to fight him and then we couldn't win. Also, like, I'm fine with the game being like, oh, you can never beat Van until the very, very, like, pretty late in the game, basically. Like, that we haven't fought Van and we weren't able to... And we never fought Van, did we? No, we never fought Van. What am I saying? So I see what they're doing, but I wish we had at least, like, one, maybe even two fights where we just couldn't win against Van. Just to kind of increase the tensions a little bit. Van's kind of been, like, you know, not around... like, behind the scenes, which is fine. That's how they're doing his character, but also, we could have had at least like 1 or 2 fights, because if you make your character too like, oh, not gonna appear much, then you kind of just lose the point. So we need to go to the north part of the city. Kids are having a snowball fight. And then go to the hotel, talk to the guy. We have to pay someone money, so we might not be able to do that, but it has no cutoff point. Actually, maybe I can sell stuff. So maybe there's weapons I don't have. Oh man, there are. Of course there are. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that arcane art book because we need to make more money. Definitely want to buy armor because Mount Rainier is going to have a boss fight. So I think I'm going to hold off on that side quest that requires us to pay. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, we got the Druid Cloak for Annis. We'll keep that for her and we can save money. I can afford it now, but I want to kind of spend time getting gear, to be honest. Also, not going to spend time getting Annis anything. Luke and Guy. I might also, like, take Natalia out. Although... I don't know who I'm using. I'm just gonna buy the swords for Luke and Guy. Buy this for Tyr. Buy this for Jade. Oh, dude, money is certainly something in this game. Maybe get Jade his armor. Yes, Mithril robe, and then get Tyr her guard. There we go. So we're gonna have to hold on. We're gonna have to hold off on that side quest for now. Because I want to make sure we're all good for Mount Rainier and the Absorption Gate. Oh, Lost Celestes, you're, I didn't realize that was your Devil Arm. Interesting. No, Druid Cloak is better for you. The Mithril Rod is for, or not Mithril. The, no, Mithril Rod is for Jade. Yeah. No, it's for Tyr. Tyr has rods. You could take the Arc Wand then. I didn't get your armor? No, I did. Night Guard is your armor. Alright. Good enough. Yeah, exactly. Just enough to gauge the main character's power will do, or give them a shine in their personality. Yeah! I don't know, like, Van's neat, but this is probably why Van's not gonna make, like, he wouldn't make, like, a really high, what's it called? Wouldn't make a really high ranking on my villain list. Artorias is kind of similar. Like, Artorias doesn't appear a lot in Berseria, but you get enough on Artorias's background and his whole thing with his wife and his unborn child where, like, it kind of makes sense. You get to know about Artorias and, like, what he went through. So, like, it's fine. But, like, I feel like with Van, it's just, like, not as... I mean, maybe it happens at the end, I don't remember. But, like, not much is really happened with, like, the only thing about Van that I find neat is his, like, motivations and everything is neat. Like, where he's not really a bad guy, but he's, like, he's wrong, basically. But, you know. Something about the statue tier? You keep staring at it. Oh, I just thought it was a marvelous figure. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I wonder if it was modeled on someone. It was, the ruler of Malkuth 3 generations before Emperor Peony. Wow, an ancient king. Emperor, yes. He's the one who made this area a resort, and it's said he built a casino and hotel as well. So Ketterberg exists because of him. All those smarts and those looks. Why didn't he wait for me? Oh my word. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, the emulator hates Ketterberg for some reason. But yeah, again, Tales of the Abyss was made in like 2005, so like I think for the time they did good enough with Van. I feel like Van and Mythos are like, you know, they're interesting, like they have interesting ideals, but the games don't go super hard in depth on fleshing them out compared to other villains, but they're a step in the right direction. It's better than like, you know, Dios from Fantasia or Nerid from Eternia. Like they get better as the games go on. They at least have reasons that they're villains that are more compelling than like, oh, hey, we're evil because we're evil. Like, I remember Destiny's villains very out of left field. I haven't played Fantasia in a minute, but I'm sure Fantasia is, like, basically the same because it's the first one. Also, I never finished Fantasia because the castle dungeon annoyed me. Should be kids with a snow... Oh, dude, we can use wings to get there, right? We weren't able to get this before. How do I... Yes, wings? Let me get up there, though. Over there, is it mine? I don't want to worry. Yeah. Clearly, can I use attack, maybe? No. I need to use wings, but, like, I'm not sure where I can land. Ah, whatever. We'll worry about that later. The side quest is more important right now. So I want to save my... Oh, no, I just saved my game, did I not? 34:53. Yeah, I just saved my game. Okay. Here it comes. Where'd these kids go? Did I miss a part for this side quest? Oh no, the igloo. Talk to the man inside the igloo. I didn't have to talk to the kids. Yes. Fantasia's final boss is terrible, IMO. I never even fought the final boss. I call myself a Tales fan, so... Again, I don't say this much, but I never actually finished Fantasia. I got to the final dungeon and I never finished it because I remember getting really annoyed. So I never actually fought the final boss, but I played most of the game. I know, like, Fantasia, like, the story and everything. Like, I played most of it. I just didn't fight the final boss. And I never saw... I think I looked up the ending, though, because, like, I wasn't sure I would ever go back to it. I am going to go back to it when I do a playthrough of it, because every Tales game will be on my channel. It's my favorite franchise for a reason. So, yeah. I think their idea with Mythos was to be a surprise I'm a true villain moment, seeing how little he was involved. I don't think Mythos is, like, a bad villain, also. I want to make that very clear. I'm not, like, saying they did bad with Mythos. They did fine. Again, Symphonia was, like, made in 2003. I think for the time they did pretty well. Like, just, like, I don't really mind Mythos being the main villain. Like, I don't really have any, like, thoughts. I'm just, like, you know, I'm not like, oh, my word, it's best twist ever. I'm also not, like, it's a bad twist. Like, it's fine, I guess. I just think, like, just the reasons that Mythos did the things he did were interesting. Like, at least they gave him a reason other than, I'm bad just to be your villain, you know? Like, at least he had a reason. He wanted to save his dead sister. Like, that's why he went through all the trouble. Like, I think that alone is, for 2003, that's already, like, pretty good. Like, Mythos isn't gonna be, like, oh, a great villain, but he's neat, I guess. Like, his motivations are neat. And I guess I probably like Van more than Mythos, but, you know, Van, the same could be said of Van so far. We'll see how it comes up in the last act. Excuse me, are you the 5th teacher? Indeed I am. May I see the registry? Magnificent. Allow me to pass on to you what I know. Hey, Soren Lankspear. Is that the last art with Guy, or are we missing one more? Oh no, that's the last art with Guy. So we're done with the Guy art side quest. And also, we're basically done with side quest in Act 2, because again, it's just Mount Rainier and an absorption gate. So again, this one with 80k gold we need to do. And once we do that, Act 2 side quests are all complete. You did it, guy. Took a long time, but now you've learned your arcane art. Yeah, I hope I can be of use with these new moves. Most definitely. So we only have one more Act 2 side quest, but we need 80k gold. But I spent it all buying equipment because I felt like that was the optimal thing to do. But it has no cutoff, so we'll come back and do it. I don't know how to get that chest, but we'll be back in Ketterberg, like I said. But for now, now it's just main story till Act 2 is done. You have to go talk to Nefri, I think.
Jade, perfect timing.
What is it?
Saphir collapsed in the town square and hasn't woken up since.
Saphir?
Dist's real name.
Huh? What's Dist doing collapsed out here?
Apparently my brother promised to meet Saphir here. He keeps mumbling, is Jade here yet?
Didn't we get a letter from him when we were looking for the Flight Stone?
My, he waited so dutifully for Jade.
Well, he is an idiot after all. Still, this is convenient. We'll beat him awake and ask him about Mount Rainier. Where is he?
I rented a room at the inn and put him to bed there.
Then call the military police and send them to the inn.
You're going to arrest him. Fine, but don't let them do anything violent to him.
I wouldn't dream of it. Now then, Luke, let's go to the inn.
Right.
I still think Nefri's voice sounds really familiar. It's still at the tip of my tongue. Probably from a game I haven't touched in a while. Soon the entire world will change. The question is, will people be able to accept the change? Yup, very Vesperia Act 3. I'm a little scared too. Even if we lower the outer lands and eliminate the miasma, we may not be able to live like we did before. I guess some disorder can't be helped. Everybody in the forest will probably be surprised too. It's the responsibility of the rulers of Kimlaska and Malkut to look after the people. That is the purpose of royalty, of government. As for the Cheagles, we'll have to leave that to Mew. Mew, you can handle that, can't you? I'll try. For now, let's worry about our own goals. Yeah. Someone tell me Nefri's voice. I'm so tired of it bugging me. It's been bugging me the entire game, and I'm at the point where I'm like, I just cannot point it. I know it's someone of a game I played. I just haven't played the game where she does a voice for in a while, probably. It's not one that's like, oh, this is this character. It's just someone I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Like, I've heard it before, but... Oh my word. Get it off my screen.
Jade, wait for me.
He's playing tag with you in his dreams, Colonel.
Well now, I'll just ask him a little about Mount Rainier. Please, wait outside, everyone.
Don't leave Jade alone with this loser. Actually, on second thought, I don't like this, so we should leave Jade alone with him.
Stop! Stop! You're killing me!
Just let this happen.
Jade! I'm sorry!
It seems the earthquakes have led to more frequent avalanches. Also, an extremely powerful monster has taken up residence in the deeper parts. The monsters in the area have likely grown aggressive due to that influence.
Oh, okay. About that scream just now?
Oh, that was nothing. Now, let's be going.
Right.
Should've killed him, Jade. I hope you did. Didn't have a problem with the motive or anything. His presentation that made me think that way when I was little. Never played, only saw cutscenes and gameplay, just to let you know. Interesting. I find it hard. No, we talked about this before, Genus. I find it interesting that you haven't played Symphonia, but you are named after Genus from Symphonia. But I remember we've talked about this in my Discord. So, like, it's not that I didn't know that. I just find that interesting. What's the spelling? Oh, of Nefri? N-E-E-H? I don't know, actually. I mean, it's Jade's sister, so